luxury, but I love listening to the rain from the courtyard. Next on the agenda...
Aha! There you are! Good to see you! Your appointment with Sangonomiya is fast approaching. We should get going. Are you ready? We'll start by heading to the camp on Watatsumi Island, and then we'll go meet Her Excellency together from there. If you start to feel seasick at any point during the trip, let me know straight away. That said, ready? And away we go!
Oh, the sun's out. When did that happen? behind schedule. Next on the agenda...
Here we are. The training grounds for Watatsumi Island. Right now, the resistance is predominantly made up of local soldiers from Some of them are fighting with the Shogun's army in Tatarasuna, and some of them are stationed here on the island to keep the locals safe.
Did you used to train here too?
Yep. Unfortunately, I had to join the fight in Tatarasuna before I'd had the chance to impress the instructors, so they had me start off by helping in the logistics division. I'll be staying here for now. If you need me for anything, just come. If I'm not around, just write a note and stick it on the wall. As soon as... Shoot! It's nearly time for the appointment with Her Excellency. I'll have to show you around Watatsumi Island some other time. For now, let's get ourselves over to...
So, Sangonomiya is the name of the place where Sangonomiya Kokomi lives? Huh. Let's go check it out.
Next on the agenda...
Food supplies are the absolute top priority, period. We cannot afford any losses. With the conflict between us and the Shogun's army getting more intense by the day, we must prioritize the stability of...
Understood.
Take heart. We have a fresh batch of I appreciate that the lack of manpower has been hard on all of you.
We're expanding the army? Oh, that's great. Whoever this mystery... Huh? Tepe. Might I ask who...
VIP guests of Her Excellency, that's who. I'm acting under orders to escort them both here.
Oh, really? Wait, so are you the new recruit everyone's been talking about? Strength of 20 men, splits an arrow in twain from 100 paces, skin as hard as diamond.
Seriously? What is going on with these?
You've come a long way. I'm sure you must be here on pressing business, so I won't disturb you any further. Feel free to visit me if you have any time to spare. Your Excellency, I'll take my leave.
Your Excellency, I couldn't help but overhear Okubo mention something about a third party...
Not long ago, someone wrote to me saying that they wish to support the Watatsumi Island resistance effort. To that end, they also furnished us with thanks to them, we can finally start recruiting troops on the scale we need. I am not without my doubts about the whole affair. But Watatsumi Island is hardly affluent, and these supplies are a much-needed lifeline for us. The sender's conditions were also reasonable. They simply ask us to dedicate ourselves fully to fighting against the Shogun's army. Whatever other motives they may have, we are at least aligned on this. Naturally, we shouldn't let our guard down. If you discover anything out of the ordinary...
Your Excellency, does this mean that the food at the front line is gonna get any better? I was at the field hospital the other day, and everyone was begging.
Don't worry. I've already made arrangements for that. Everyone will have their fill of meat.
That's fantastic!
I understand how hard it's been on everyone. The Resistance Army's rations have barely changed at all since the I will discuss this with the Logistics Division. However, our supplies are still limited. I must ask you to remain patient until victory is ours.
When will the Vision Hunt decree finally?
That's the question. And I'm afraid I don't. The mere existence of the Vision Hunt decree is baffling. The Tenryou Commission's attitude, the Tenryou Commission's zealous support for the decree seemed to come out of nowhere, and the Shogun seems completely indifferent to the fact that it has effectively caused a civil war. I suspect the Vision Hunt decree won't end until these mysteries are solved. All I can say for certain is that as long as the Vision Hunt decree remains in force, we will never give up our fight. Traveler, to confirm, knowing the current situation, good. I hereby appoint you as captain of the Watatsumi Island Special Operations Unit, Swordfish 2.
Whoa, what? Swordfish 2? Is this the same Swordfish? It's hard enough getting into a special ops unit at the bottom rung, let alone jumping to captain in one fell swoop.
Although this appointment breaks with convention, I firmly believe that with your wisdom, courage, and strength, you can lead your team to—
Great! So when do we take up our posts?
The members of Swordfish 2 are currently on standby in a valley to the southwest. I have already written your appointment letter, which you'll need to show them on arrival. Once that's out of the way, please lead them in ridding the area of— The Special Ops Unit comprises Watatsumi Island's elite soldiers. They can be a little rough around the edges, but I have every confidence that—
What about me, Your Excellency? I want to make a contribution to the—
Of course. I'll arrange something and—
All right! One successful operation coming right up! You may have swiped the captaincy of Swordfish 2.
Okay, sure. Well, Traveler, let's...
Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda. Ch- G- Huh? Huh? We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
you must be the new captain of Swordfish 2. Her Excellency briefed us in it. Your reputation precedes you. And the appointment... I'll be straight with you. I want to know whether you have what it takes to...
You mean, like...
Normally, a duel would be the quickest way to settle the... We're stationed here because of all the Ronin causing trouble in these parts. If you can get rid of them for us, we'll take that as a measure of your strength.
All right, let's show him...
It's my lucky day!
No touching! For Rex Lapis! Incoming! Yeah! Good! Speed of light!
Okay, seems like you can hold your own. The rumors are exaggerations. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kotoku, acting captain of Swordfish 2. I now formally cede the position of captain to you. Swordfish 2 awaits your orders.
There are 2 hard-hit areas. This was one of them, but thanks to you, this area is now secure. Their only remaining stronghold is located at... That said, the ones over there are tougher, and there's more of them.
You got that right. Watatsumi Island is busy fighting the Shogun's army on the front line. We can't let these guys...
We're way behind schedule. Huh? It's so nice to de-stress.
There's so many of them!
That's not even all of them. Whichever camp we attack, it's the Ronin in the other two camps that'll cause us issues. They might decide to provide backup or abandon them and escape on their own. But Captain, that would put you in great... If we spread our troops too thin, we won't have enough men to guard you. It's too risky.
Yep, the Traveler...
All right then. We'll deal with them all in one go and run...
Steady as stone.
Let's get down to business.
Boing, boing, boom! La la la.
How's this?
Blow them all up. Jumpy, dumpy, go!
To the ferry.
Da da da.
By the ferry.
Woo!
What's one more point?
Born of ice and frost.
I'm ready!
This is long overdue.
This isn't over!
Boing, boing, boom! Woo! Gee, they're picking on me! Someone needs assistance as a good night shoot.
One swing! This isn't over! I'm ready! Fall before me! Double you win! Cut down!
That should be the last of them. You didn't get hurt, did you? Cool. Paimon wonder...
Captain!
Captain, the other two camps have been cleared. The entire rear guard of what...
Great! We solved the Ronin problem and... but what's next?
Finally, we got it done. These Ronin have been bugging me for ages, but Kotoku wouldn't let us at them until now.
What? No way could you have taken them down without the new captain here. I was putting the safety of the...
Oh, come on. You were just being...
Hey, cut these guys, honestly. Forget them.
How was it? Did your initiation go smoothly? I'm sure you're... But with your level of ability, since you're back, I take it that the Ronin are now gone...
You bet! We sure showed...
Good. Now we just need to make sure Okubo keeps a close watch to Thank you. I believe in rewarding merit, so you will be compensated for your hard work. I gave him an assignment. He's taking part in a surprise He expressed a desire to be on the front line. Now, speaking of assignment...
A special...
Yes. In between Watatsumi Island and Tarasuna, there are some ruins relating to a god who fell in the Archon War. There are several small islands there, often used as a... Recently, however, supplies stored there, stranger still. The Resistance army passed by and reported they found no signs of... It's not urgent, so there is no need to leave immediately. When Teppei returns, you can catch up with him.
Is Teppei... He has a tendency to dive into action without thinking things through. Oh, Paimon can't help but feel...
long time no see. So, how's Swordfish 2 treating you? Getting along okay with everyone? Well, you're in luck, because this seasoned veteran, raising their pay will boost morale, while giving them a few bounties will act as an incentive to go the extra mile. It's also important to me.
Wow! Where'd you learn?
I read it in a novel from the I Publishing House. It was a long time ago.
You're seriously gonna use a novel to tell people how to run an army? Pretty.
Ha-ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right. I'm learning military management on the job now. Just like you. You'd better believe it. Thanks to my outstanding achievements in the recent naval battle, I have officially been made the cap. It's a brand new unit. Herring 1. What do you think? Pretty awesome, right? I spoke to Her Excellency, and she says our uniforms are in production. Let's go collect them together once they're ready. Oh, I can't... Everything's going great. Our mystery sponsor...
Will Paimon get a uniform too?
Of course. You're a
Yippee!
Captain, a new assignment has come in.
Thank you, soldier. I'll be there. You'd better watch out, partner. At the rate... I wouldn't be so confident if I were you.
Paimon's so surprised that Tepe's been made a platoon cap. Let's take a break, then go check out...
My blade! There's more! Suspicious is going on? Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find. These electro monuments look a little suspicious.
The threads of your fate lie.
Drawn out by the electro energy?
I must leave no stone unturned. Access denied. Blaze over.
Jumpy, jumpy, crow! La la la! Sparks and flash! Boing, boing, boom! Boo! Boo! Yeah! Ha! Boom! make any sense. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Tepe?
Wow, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were the ones investigating here. I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
Are you alright there, buddy?
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago. On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate. If there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero.
Tepe, don't you...
Now that you mention it, it could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that...
Urabashi?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slap?
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, the Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time... All right, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the... You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any good. Hey, don't...
Tepe's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunates. Let's report back to Kokomi.
Someone needs assistance.
Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here.
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi...
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated... I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt Decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it immediately. Goro, have you managed to...
Well, most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still, I did manage to...
Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease use. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just hope we'll be...
Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms... No! Surely... let's go check on it.
I'll catch up.
Oh, just a moment. Let me get up. It's weird. Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you fighting Shogun's army at sea. Taking on Shogun. If only I were stronger still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the resistance. Wait a sec. It wasn't long after you were made captain of they gave it to me and said that as long as I have the will. It's just like a vision. Delusion. So, what's the difference between a delusion and a vision? Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too... I've been getting more and more tired over the past... At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of... This is a real shame. Guess I didn't receive the favor of the... Hey, when our uniforms are ready. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. Soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain. Right as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've...
Tepe! Hey! Where are you going? Hey!
How's Tepe's condition? I have put out the order to seize. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but sadly, a few have been...
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
Okay, I'll leave you to deal with the situation. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could What are your thoughts? No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders. To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resource. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some...
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their...
Very true. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough. Not many places meet these criteria. And if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be... I'm not going to stop you. But please, we have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
take care of it.
Come at me. Use this first. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Have a load of this. That's
Steady as stone.
take cover. I see through you. Fry.
Come on, we can do it. Born of...
You can't run. Well, neither can I.
Someone needs assistance.
You need to hurry up.
Hey?
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Well done. You can't run. Well,
No touching. This is long overdue.
this isn't over. I must collect myself. Have a load of this. Looks like let's move it too far.
Access denied.
Too low.
Leave it all to me.
This is trouble.
Yeah. Oh! Hi-ya!
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now, where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Kanji Commission are... Barbara, go!
This one's well done. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Roast and fry.
I'm just way out of practice. We're way behind.
This one's well done.
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up. Yep.
You can't run. Well,
Yep.
Oh, protection!
you need to hurry up. I see through you. An unfortunate fault.
Flank.
Don't
Blaze
be a
over.
killjoy. We've only just begun.
Born of ice and frost.
Get it together.
Let me amuse myself.
Looks like it's not wet too far.
Let the show begin.
Fuel's clogged.
Jumpy Dumpty go! Ah! La la la. Yikes! It looks dangerous. We'd better watch our step or we might get
stone. I'll catch up.
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive!
All hail!
Go on, give me a joy! Be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
La la la, da da da.
Born of ice and frost.
Bad. Now this idiot must have a death wish. Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
Steady as stone. Hi. Go, Barbara, go!
Let's move.
Got you.
Shouldn't get careless.
Blaze over.
Hurry up.
Next on the agenda, Born of ice.
Roasted fry.
No touching you.
Blazing delight!
This is Your Majesty's gift. Got you. Out of my sight.
Da da da. Sail!
Winter shall eventually come.
You actually managed to find this place. Ha! Barely 2 words in. And you already look like you want me dead. Oh. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be You're getting all worked up over nothing. You've changed.
How can you say this is...
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. They were always going to die. With or without a delusion. At least, do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world.
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, eternity stretches things out over a long time. But each moment... Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now, just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have...
Hey, calm down! No!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you recognized me right away. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was...
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come...
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always... People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to... Every side of me is the real me. People just like to... This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please. Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get scarred.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer? Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that. Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of with their stronghold exposed. I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his I must say, I would relish the opportunity. Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person, but alas...
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
place that she carved.
The plane of euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity.